Hi guys, so as you can tell, I'm still in the US. Guys, forgive me. I've lost my voice from all the screaming and shouting and partying. I'm here with my sweet girl, Rich Love. If you're looking to move to the US through the student route, that's the channel you should watch. If you're looking to move to the UK as a health professional, you watch my channel. If you ask me anything about student route to the US, I might not be able to help you, but she's got all the gist because one, she's gone through it. Two, she's assisted several people to go through it who have been successful and some already here. We're going to talk about that in today's video. If you're looking to move to the US as a student, the documents you need, what it requires, what people should know, and then how to transition from being a student into getting a legal job in the US for those that want to move through that route.
Okay,
so
yeah.
if you're interested, stay tuned. Stop that. Rich Love, briefly introduce yourself, tell us a bit about you, and then we'll get straight into the topic.
Okay. All right. So my name is Rich Love.
Guys, she's a doctor. She's a doctor. I forgot to add
She
that.
would never leave that out.
She's a doctor. Doctor. Okay.
Okay, I was trying to hide it. But my name is Dr. Rich Love.
Okay.
And I was a practicing dentist back in Ghana.
Okay.
And I moved to the US to do my master's.
Okay.
And then I am here now. So that's just a little about me, actually.
So how long have you been in the US?
I've actually been in the US for just a year.
But a year is not just so you know.
Really?
Wow. So you came to do your master's. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I am in wherever looking to do my master's like you did in the US, what should I be aware of? What do I need?
First of all, you should have actually done your undergraduate education. That's one thing. And then you need to look out for courses you are interested in the United States. I always advise that the courses should have a direct link with what you studied or whatever job you are doing as at now. It makes it easier to get your visa. And then you should also think about sponsorship.
Okay.
So that one thing is that the education here can be expensive. So you should be looking for scholarship opportunities or ways in which you can help pay your tuition. And then the third thing is, before you even go for your interview, I would advise you have a solid reason that can make it look like you're not going to stay back here when you're done.
So I think one thing that will hinder lots of people is the finance aspect, the money aspect, like sponsorship, like you mentioned. So how did you fund yours? Do you have super rich parents who paid everything in full? First of all, the master's program, usually what's the average cost of tuition per year?
So I would say it will be very hard to get an average because it depends on one, the school, the state the school is in, the course you're pursuing, whether it's a 1-year master's, whether it's a 2 years master's. So it will be very, very hard to place a figure. There are even schools where you don't even have to pay, but you have to write a lot of exams and all that to be able to. So it will be very hard to place a figure on it. But what I can say is there are so many scholarship opportunities that you can look into and take advantage of to be able to relocate.
What qualifies somebody to get? Should you have first class in your undergraduate before you can get, or what do you have to do usually?
So it's based on the school. Some schools will require you to write tons of essays. Some schools will require you to write GRE and what have you not. But the good thing about the United States is you don't have to pay your school fees before you come here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You don't need to pay before you get the visa?
No, you don't need to pay before you get a visa. So that's the good thing. Yes, that's a very good thing.
I never knew that, guys, I swear. Okay.
Yeah, so the good thing is when you come in, and even if you are facing any kind of hardship, financial situations, you can get a student loan. Even though you are not a citizen, there are student loans that don't even require you to get a co-signer.
Really?
Yeah, I would have mentioned one, but unfortunately they are not sponsoring the video, so.
No, that's why they have to come and watch your videos. Maybe you leave in one of your videos. Wow.
Yes, you can do it.
So they can actually give you sponsorship as a foreigner.
Yeah.
Please, let me be a bit more personal. How much was your tuition?
My tuition was $50,000.
For the year?
For the year.
Okay.
But my school gave me about 60% scholarship.
Wow.
So based on academic merit.
Guys, I don't take down friends though. You see Joycelle, I hope you watch my video with Joycelle. Another brilliant girl. My friends are brainy. Share. You have to choose your friends wisely. Wow. So you got a base on academic merit, like you doing well.
Yes. So when they see your transcript, and then based on that, they can give you a percentage of scholarship.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Then the rest, I applied for a student loan.
Okay.
And the good thing about the student loan is you pay a very minimum amount while you're still in school because you are given 20 hours to work.
Okay.
So you can be working and be paying it off. And when you're done and you get a job, then you can pay it off as fast as you can.
Wow. Wow. So guys, do not when you see the cost of the fees or the tuition, do not let it be a bother to you. Okay. Just apply for scholarships, and then you can use student loans as well. And like you said, you don't need to have paid the fees before you come. Is the visa application difficult? I know somebody personally who was coming as a student and was denied the visa. Why were you successful?
So I think a lot of preparation needs to go into it. Some people take it lightly. So going for a visa interview is like going for a job interview. You need to do your background research. You need to, you know, gather a lot of information. And I have 3 major secrets that I use to help people to ace the interview.
Give us one, then the rest, they won't watch your videos. Give us one.
So the very first one I'll give you is that when you apply for the school, make sure that the school that you're applying for, the course you are going to do, everything is directly in line with what you are doing. I was a doctor back in Ghana and I studied global health policy. So you know that it actually matches. When the consular sees it, he knows that, I mean, you're actually on the right path. You can't study one thing and, you know, say you're going to do something else. It gives them doubt.
It makes them doubt your intentions.
Exactly. And then you know a lot about, not a lot, but at least you can say something about the course that you're going to do, because sometimes they could ask you. So this is like, you know, one major tip that I believe actually gives you the success.
Wow. By the way, if you're looking to transfer money from the UK, Canada, US to these 10 African countries, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, Botswana, Rwanda, whether you use an Android, whether you use an iOS, do not forget to use Lemfile. They have the best rates on the market. If you want value for your money, if you want the person to get the exact amount that you're sending without any transaction fee, without any transfer fees, the best app to use is Lemfile. They have the best rates on the market, like no doubt. And then when you send the money, the person gets it immediately, guys. You have customer support that's going to help you if you have any issues. Ever since I discovered that's what myself and my friends have been using, so you can trust Lemfile. Download Lemfile with the link in the description. And when you use transfer money, the first transfer about like £100. If you transfer using my referral link or the name Nanelle, you get 10% of the money you're transferring back. So if you transfer £100, you get £10 back. £200, you get £20 back, but it's capped at £50. Okay, so use Lemfile. Okay, it used to be formerly known as Lemonade Finance, but this time around they've come with even so much goodness, guys. I'm just too excited. So even as I'm in the US, I'm still sending money to Ghana using Lemfile. They're that good. Yeah, thank you so much, Lemfile, for sponsoring today's video. Wow. So guys, I know you have a video where you said secrets to pass your F1 visa interview. So guys, if you're looking for tips to pass your interview, maybe you're intending to, I think you should go watch. I'll leave a link to that video also in the description so you can watch. Okay, so when you come here, you've mentioned the tuition. Now, what about accommodation? I know this place is expensive. This place is expensive. Everything is expensive. So now, how do you fund your accommodation as well? So with the accommodation, in as much as you say this place is expensive, I beg to differ because you also make money. So there are lots of student jobs and student opportunities that you can use to pay accommodation. And then one other secret is we share accommodation a lot here. So let's say if a house is like $1,000 and it has 2 rooms or 3 rooms, you just split the rooms with your friends, and then it helps you to go through. So room share is a secret. And then you working as well. Wow. And would you say, is it easy to stay in the US after coming here on a student route? Is it easy? Be honest with us, no lies. I would say it's challenging. I wouldn't say it's difficult. I wouldn't say it's easy. There's one thing I always tell myself, that if somebody has done it, then I can do it. Finding a job after school is hard. But you need to put in the effort. Once you put in the effort, there's definitely one job out there that's for you, and you're going to find it. So if I find a job, do I automatically get residents to live here? No. Or how's it like? So explain. Okay, so the thing is, depending on the course you choose when you are coming to the United States, that's why the course is very, very important. We have what we call STEM courses and non-STEM courses. Guys, are you listening? STEM and non-STEM. So by STEM, I mean any course that is in the science, technology, engineering, or mathematics field. These courses qualify you to get 3 years OPT. I mean, you can stay here and work for 3 years without anyone bothering you. And you are legal, you are not out of the system. So OPT is optional practical training. That means that they've given you 3 years to be able to train in whichever field you came to study here with. And after that, then you need to find another route. After that, that is when you need to find another route. Either through, we have like different routes. Employment-based, EB, we call it the EB1 and then the EB2. That's national interest waiver. So it just means that you need to prove to the country that you are an asset, and that if they give you the green card or if they give you the opportunity to work here, you'll be an asset to them. You're going to add to the country.
So that is the route. One challenge I believe we face as international students is that sometimes once the company sees that you're an OPT, they do not want to invest in you. Because apart from their STEM courses, with the other courses, it's just 1 year OPT. So why would we invest in somebody for 1 year and then they are just going to disappear? So it makes it hard to get a job, okay? Another secret to get a job is during your summer break, you do internships. So sometimes the internships would retain you, or immediately you go back, they will say, oh yeah, she was good, we are going to keep her on. So that's about it. It's challenging to get a job on OPT, but when you get it and you give it your best, they are most likely going to keep you.
My question is, if during my OPT period, right, how do I get a job where I can get the EB1 or the EB2 visa? I know for nurses, your employer will automatically apply for you. But for other jobs, how is it like? For the UK, there are companies that are licensed to apply for skilled worker visa for you. So you can even go on the website and see which companies have that license and apply to those ones. How is it like in the US?
So there are companies also like that. If you talk to your career center in your school, which every school has, they are going to enlighten you and show you the companies that do that. There are companies that file. So when you are going to apply for a job, there are companies that can tell you that we file or we don't file. Even when you're applying, there's a part that they'll ask you that, would you now or in the future need filing for?
Wow.
So sometimes it's automatically disqualifies you or qualifies you because they need to go above and beyond to prove that there's nobody in the country that can do the job that you are doing. So sometimes it's challenging, but there are still companies in the United States that are filing for people.
And guys, she's getting a good job now that she's doing. So that means it's really possible, even in your OPT period, a good job that's paying very well. Very, very well. And guys, this girl, I've seen pictures of you where you were in Harvard. Explain that.
Okay, so this is how Harvard came in. When I came to school, I met a professor that I decided to help. You know, he was doing things I was interested in and in my field. So I helped him to prepare a lecture for Harvard, and then we went.
Okay.
Harvard Dental School, actually. So it was very nice. It was a very good opportunity.
My friend has taught in Harvard before. Has your friend even seen the airports before? Okay, so you were sort of like a TA to a lecturer in Harvard. Okay.
So it was not TA-ship per se. He had his TA, but then I was just interested. Okay. So I usually advise people because it gives you the opportunity. So while he was preparing the lecture, I was assisting him. We were doing everything together, and then we went to give the talk together.
One question again. Does the state you're going to matter in terms of the visa application?
I wouldn't say the state matters. I would say the school matters.
Okay.
Because there are some schools that are well known, which will increase your chances of getting a visa as compared to some other schools. So it all comes or boils down to your research. So, you know, when I say Harvard, imagine that your reaction, you know, as compared to a school that we've really never heard of before, like, you know, and as compared to a community college and, you know, what have you. So the kind of school matters. When it comes to the state, I'll just say it depends on their standard of living. Some states are more expensive than the others. So if you want to live a low life, you know, less expensive.
I think you should do another video on your channel where you talk about the 10 best or known schools even.
Yeah.
Or maybe top 20 for international students.
Yeah.
And maybe popular states that international students really like. So that people can use that to do their research. It makes life easier when people are doing their research.
Right.
So thank you so much. Your final word. And then we'll say bye.
Okay, so my final words, I mean, relocating or coming to study in the United States is very possible, but it takes a lot of effort, it takes determination, and it takes a lot of research. So do your research well and never say it's impossible. Like I always say, I'll leave you with the words that encourage me in life. Once somebody has been able to do it, I can do it also.
Guys, and help me say thank you to her. She flew from her state so that she can give you this information. So let's say, if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and please share to anybody who would like to relocate. Like I always say, the fact that you were born in Lagos or Ojuelegba, somewhere in Nigeria, does not mean that's where you should spend the rest of your life. The world, God our Father created the world for us. Explore, go anywhere, okay, and learn, open your mind, like learn new things. So thank you so much, Richla, for coming on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.